Bugungi darsimizda Duolingo testini savol turlarini o'rganishni ko'rib chiqamiz va bu savol turlariga qanaqa ravishda javob berishga harakat qilamiz va o'zingiz ko'rganingizdek bu qismda loading bo'lyapti. 53% bo'ldi. Keling, endi bu qismni wait qilgan holda, kutgan holda savol turlariga javob beramiz va xo'p, yana birinchi savol turi 1 daqiqa vaqt berilgan. Select the real English words in this list. Demak, berilgan listdan to'g'ri haqiqiy ingliz tilidagi so'zlarni topishimiz kerak. Wait so'zi bor, talking so'zi yo'q, watching so'zi bor, bookcase bor, gives degan so'z yo'q, answers degan so'z bor, 19 so'zi bor, wants so'zi bor, waiting bor, waiting ikki marta kelibdi, waiting, walks bor, search degan so'z yo'q, summer degan so'z yo'q. Demak, o'z ko'rganingizday bu qismda demak 18 so'z berilgan bo'lib, 6 tadan, 3 ta 4 ta, 6 tadan 9 gacha so'z demak o'zing ko'rgandek to'g'ri so'z chiqadi, e'tiborli bo'lishing kerak. Bu qism beginner ekan, lekin keyingi qismda bu qiynalish ehtimoli juda ham katta.
There are 5 seconds left.
There are 5 seconds left dedi. Yozib olaman birinchi navbatda. Nima qilishing kerak? Bu qismda seconds left. O'zing ko'rganingizda bu qismda birinchi navbatda sizlarga avtomatik statementni eshittirishadi. Yaxshi kolonka bo'lishi kerak, kolonkalar yaxshi ishlashi kerak. Agar kolonka yaxshi ishlamasa, sizlar bunga juda ham ko'p vaqtlaringni ketib yuborishingiz mumkin. Lekin bu qismda testni bajarishdan oldin, testni boshlashdan oldin bularda sizlarga kolonkalarni ishlatib ko'rishadi. O'zing ko'rganingizda bu qismda 05 seconds left. Ikkinchi va uchinchi traylarni esa sizlar o'zingizning javoblaringizni tekshirib olish uchun eshitishingiz mumkin.
There are 5 seconds left.
5 seconds left yozdim. Yana buni
There are 5 seconds left.
To'g'ri. Keyingiga o'tamiz. Select the real English words in the list. Demak, bu qismda quyidagi ro'yxatdan to'g'ri ingliz tilidagi so'zlarni topib olishimiz kerak bo'ladi.
Pop again.
Pop again degan so'z yo'q.
Made.
Made
Made.
bor.
Candle.
Yo'q.
Church.
Church bor.
Meeting.
Meaning so'zi bor.
Usually.
Noqi so'zi yo'q.
Killex.
Yo'q.
Bicycle.
Bicycle bor.
Onion.
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 Onion so'zi bor. O'zing ko'rganingdek so'zlarning yarmi to'g'ri bo'lib chiqdi shekilli, yarmidan ko'pi. Deyarli 1,5 daqiqa davomida vaqt beriladi va sizdan 9 ta so'zni eshitish va bu so'zlarning to'g'ri yoki xato ekanligini, bu so'zlar ingliz tilida mavjud emas yoki mavjud ekanligini topish talab qilinadi. O'zing ko'rganingizda bunchalik juda ham qiyin emas. Faqatgina vocabulary'ni bilsanglar, o'tib ketish ehtimollaringiz juda katta bo'ladi. Type the missing letters to complete the text. Quyidagi tekstni to'ldirishimiz kerak. Missing letter ya'ni qoldirib ketilgan harflarni to'ldirish orqali. There are many paintings in the castle. There are portraits of English kings as well as bo'lish kerak of members of the family who owned the castle. O'zing ko'rganingda bu juda ham oson. Beginner elementary leveldagi tekst berib qo'yishdi bizga. Ko'plab paintinglar bor ekan, portret bor ekan, English king queenlarni bundan tashqari as well as bu struktura as strukturali UWE turganidan bu strukturani as well as va ni sinonim sifatida ko'rish mumkin katta ehtimollik bilan. Undan keyin o'zing ko'rganingdek of members of the family demoqchimda portraitni of davom etib ketgan of members of family who owned the castle. Demak, bu qismda o'zing ko'rganingiz shunaqa oson bo'ladi. Keyingi o'tamiz. Xo'p. Keyingi savolda write one word to describe the image. This is a picture of a canyon and a water reservoir, presumably a lake near it, and a group of tourists who are intending to swim there on a boat. Qisqasi to'g'rilashga swim to'g'rilashga harakat qilamiz. Wow. Who are intending qisqasi ulgurmadik javoblarni tekshirishga, javoblarni yaxshi gap yozdim, lekin klaviatura yaxshi emas, yozishim, typing skilllarim yaxshi emas, shuning uchun ulgurmadim. It has not been possible to do it that way. Qiyin o'zing ko'rganingdek. Boxni o'zing ko'rganingdek, juda ham qiyin. Ikkita savol turlari gapirishga umumiy nisbatan 1,5 minut vaqt berishdi. Men sizlarga oldingi ikkita savol turlari haqida gapirmoqchiman. Birinchi navbatda describing picture faqatgina o'zing e'tibor berishing kerak, strategik xato qilmaslik kerak. Men masalan bu qismda atrofga strategik xato qildim. Sizlarga bu qismni tushuntirib berish uchun nimaga bunaqa qilganimni sizlarga asoslab berish uchun. Birinchi navbatda masalan sizga 30 sekund davomida vaqt berilgan, sizga 30 sekund 1 daqiqa vaqt davomida vaqt beriladi. Sizdan so'raladi, iltimos bu savolni nima qiling? Bu portretni, bu rasmni ta'riflang degan gap beriladi va ta'riflashda e'tibor bering, alohida gaplarni bo'lib yozganingiz, bu gaplarni yozganingizdan keyin punktuatsiya uchun, spelling uchun xatolaringizni tekshirib ketganingiz yaxshiroq bo'ladi. O'zingiz ko'rganingdek, men ikkita yaxshi gap yozdim, lekin tekshirishga ulgurmadim. Keyingisida esa 20 sekund vaqt beriladi. Berilgan tekstni, berilgan gapni o'qib, uni озвучивать qilishimiz kerak bo'ladi. Audioni gap etishimiz kerak bo'ladi va bundan asosiy maqsad bizni pronunciationimizni tekshirish bo'ladi. Keling, endi 30 sekund qoldi, buni test qilib ketaylik. Tashlaymiz.
Discriminate.
Bor.
Faultil.
Yo'q.
Formula.
Bor.
Spotted.
Yo'q.
Suspense.
Bor.
Mariler.
Yo'q.
Coventy.
Yo'q.
Insuive.
Yo'q.
Portrait.
Portrait bor. O'zing ko'rganingizdek, bu juda ham oson, 1,5 daqiqa berishga. Umuman arzimini 20 sekund davomida ham qilish mumkin. Record your success statement below. We have a couple of solutions for this issue.
I will have missed the flight by the time the cab comes.
O'zing ko'rganingdek, I will have missed the flight by the time cab comes dedi. O'zing ko'rganingdek birinchi navbatda avtomatik bo'ladi. Oldin aytib o'tganimizda ikkinchi va uchinchi o'rinlarda esa o'zingni to'g'rilab yozgan gaplaringni tekshirib olishing kerak bo'ladi.
I will have missed the flight by the time the cab comes.
The cab comes debdi. Zeni qoldirib yuborgan ekanman, zeni to'ldirib qo'ydim. Undan keyin oxirgi marta o'zingga uverен bo'lishing uchun yana bir marta ishlash imkoniyati bor.
I will have missed the flight by the time the cab comes.
I will have missed the flight by the time the cab comes bo'ldi. O'zing ko'rganingdek bu to'g'ri variant va keyingisiga o'tamiz. Types of missing letters, complete the text below. 3 minut juda ham ko'p bu qism uchun. In 2001, Dartmouth became the first Ivy League institution to offer entirely ubiquitous wireless internet access with over access points. The network is available through all college buildings as well as in most public outdoor spaces. Ozgina qiyin, uncha qiyin emas. Ozgina qiyin, bu pre-intermediate daraja. Ozgina vaqt olar ekan, 20 sekund 30 sekund vaqt oldi. O'zing ko'rganingdek bu internet haqida the Dartmouth became the first Ivy League institution over entirely ubiquitous spellingda xato qilmadim deb umid qilaman. Wireless internet access with over this access points. The internet network is available through all college buildings as well as in public spaces. Bo'ladi bu qism o'zini qo'yishga ketadi. O'zing ko'rganingdek unchalik qiyin emas. Select real English words. 1 daqiqa juda ham ko'p bu vazifani bajarish uchun, real English wordlarni tanlash uchun. Underway yes, featured degan so'z yo'q, totalitarian bor, remorse bor, outlet bor, outless degan so'z yo'q, outlet degan so'z bor. Outlet degan so'z yo'q, refrain yo'q, conseil yo'q, vocabulary yo'q, complementary, reliance, strategically scattered. Demak, shu so'zlarni belgiladim. O'zinglar ko'rganlaringdek, savol bo'ladigan bo'lsa berishing mumkin bemalol. Bu so'zda masalan pre-intermediate so'zlari bo'lganligi sababli endi sekin-sekin yuqoriga ko'taryapti. Mana balimni ko'rib olish uchun. Demak, bu oson menimcha. Over dozen licensed variations of Tickets and Mega Drive have been released in addition to models made by Sega, several alternate models were made by other companies such as Manchester. Bu ham juda oson. O'zing oldin qilganman, qaytadan berishyapti. Bor narsani yana bir martadan qaytadan berishyapti. Over a dozen licensed variations of Sega Genesis and Mega Drive have been released in addition to models made by Sega. Several alternate models were made by other companies such as record of saying this statement below. This classroom will be used for the final exam. I don't know, exam. Keyingi o'taman. Keyingi qismga o'tamiz. Select the real English words in the list. Quyidagi ro'yxatdan ingliz tilidagi so'zlarni belgilab olishimiz kerak bo'ladi. Juda ham oson.
Recensally.
Yo'q.
Exterior.
Stereo degan so'z bilmayman. Stereodir, lekin stereo yo'q.
Shutter.
Shutter bor.
Retailer. Animation.
Pinpoint.
Indivert. Intellect.
Trudent.
Demak, 4 ta so'zni tanladim. 9 ta so'zdan bilmayman. Stereo degan so'z juda ham yoqin, lekin bilmayman. Bunaqa degan so'z bo'lishi kerak. Shu qism bilan o'z nihoyasiga yetadi. Bu qism men ortiqcha o'tirmayman, chunki och qoldim. Ovqatlanishim kerak. 10 soat. Interactive reading, demak, interactive reading berayotgan bo'lsa, bizda ikkita writing, ikkita speaking qolibdi. O'zing ko'rganingizdek, bu shablon bilan bunaqa ikkita uchta testni o'zining bilib qolishingiz mumkin. Bu qanaqa variant bo'lishini. Endi 8 minut davomida 7 ta savol turib beriladi bizga. Birinchi savol turi o'zing ko'rganingdek so'zlarni select work qilish kerak. Product development is very competitive business. Generally, it is very difficult to come up with a new product idea that is both innovative and viable. It's often actually much easier to be first to market a new product, but that can also be very costly. Scott is a head research scientist for a company that develops skincare products. Demak, o'zing ko'rganingizdek, skincare product degani bu qanaqadir, demak, bu collocation skincare, demak, уход за кожей company bo'ladi bu qismda. Very costly bo'lishi mumkin, very costly o'rniga rather costly bo'lishi mumkin. Masalan, rather costly degan so'zni olishimiz mumkin. Financially costly bo'lishi mumkin. Masalan, financially costly emas. Financially endi costly emas. Endi nima qanaqa vaziyatda costly bo'ladi? Rather costly degan so'z so'raylik. Market a new product bo'lishi aniq. Much easier, ancha easier degani. Qisqasi shunaqa variantda o'zing ko'rganligi bilan come up with degan struktura bor. Bu phrasal verb. Come up with degani yangi topish degani, discover degani, it is bu qismda oddiygina. Qisqasi bu oson qism. Agar farosatni va grammatik va vocabulary strukturalaringizni bilimlaringizni ishga solsanglar. There seems to be a lot of promising new skincare products on the market, but none of them are actually increasing sales over the ones currently on the market. He's been trying to figure out a way to develop a new product that would be more successful than those already on the market without having to spend a lot of money to try to get it on the ground. Yo'q. Yep, mana shu to'g'ri keladi. O'zing ko'rganlaringdek bu friend haqida umuman gap yo'q, bad customer haqida umuman gap yo'q, campaign haqida umuman gap yo'q. Просто profitable emasligi haqida ma'lumot bo'lgani sababli buni belgiladi. Ikkinchi, birinchi savol turi so'zlarni to'ldirish, ikkinchi savol turi ikkita qism berilgan, boshi va oxiri berilgan, center topish. Uchinchi savolda esa bizda faqatgina what is Scott's job? Scott nima ish qilar ekan? Scott is a health researcher. O'zdan ko'rgan edik. Savolga shu answerga javob berishimiz, savol questionga answer javob berishimiz kerak bo'ladi. Bitta gapni tanlagan holda highlight, click and drag the text to the highlight answers to the questions quyidagi o'zdan ko'rgan edik. Bu uchinchi savol. Undan keyingi savol yana what has been trying to figure out? He has been trying to figure out a way to develop something. Qisqasi mana shu javob bo'ladi. Juda ham uzun javob. O'zdan kelgan endi bu ikkinchi answer javobimiz. Undan keyin esa biz umumiy ideyani topishimiz kerak bo'ladi. Umumiy ideyamiz bu qismda yo'q. Mana bu javob to'g'ri bo'ladi. Real life narsalarga bu yo'li sababli. Xo'p, bu qismda real life degan gap yo'q edi. C da inventor degan gap yo'q. D da Scottni friend o'rtog'i degan gap yo'q. O'sha uchun ham buni oldik. Keyingi savol. Demak 8 ta emas, 7 ta emas, 6 ta savol turib bor ekan. Men xato sanagan ekanman shuncha vaqt davomida. Scott research no, report from sales no, determining marketing time no, research expert no. Scott search must have been though. Determining marketing time must end bu. The research expert bu. Search for a new product emas. Xo'p, buni men o'zing ko'rganingdek 4 daqiqa davomida bu vaqtda bajarishga muvaffaq bo'ldim. Keyingi qismga o'tamiz. Interactive reading tugadi, undan keyin bizga ikkita writing struktura berishadi, ikkita speaking struktura berishadi. Menimcha shundan keyin video tugashi kerak. Respond to question 50 words. Forms can be tell us about the country where they are made. What have you learned about another country from watching its movies? It is reasonable. Why xudo. Yaxshi narsa emas shu. It is reasonable a person a lot about the country maybe watching the movies made there, particularly looking at my personal experience, I have learned a great deal about the Western culture, especially the USA, USA, by watching several genres of movies made by Hollywood companies, film companies. Yetarlicha bizga 5 minut vaqt berilgan. O'zing ko'rgan 2 minut vaqtda men gaplarni yozdim, lekin bu gaplar xatolar to'g'ri bo'lishi juda ham ehtimol juda ham katta. It's reasonable to conclude that a person can find out a lot about the country by watching the movies made there, particularly looking at my personal exam experience, I have learned bo'ladi bu. Learned nimaga learned a great deal about the Western culture, especially the United States. By watching several genres of movies made by Hollywood. Film companies. Bo'ldi, qisqasi 50 ta so'z bo'ldi. Men 2 minutda yozdim. 2 minutda o'zimni yozgan gapimni edit qildim. Ikkinchi videoni otgandim, keyingi videoni otgandim. Men buni o'zgartirmasam, bu meni infarkt qilib qo'yishi aniq, chunki juda ham bo'lmaydigan klaviatura ekan. Qaytib olmaymiz bunaqa klaviatura. Bolalar, вообще olmaymiz. Вообще bo'lmag'ur narsa ekan. Keyingisi. Charchatdim. To prepare, speak for at least 30 seconds about the question below. Talk about a book you'd recently. What's the title? What is it about? How did you first hear of it? I'm going to talk about a book that I've read recently. Well, actually, I'm reading it now, and I just don't read it from the beginning to the end. I just read some snippets and some parts from several areas of the book, several parts of the book, and I've been reading this book for, I think, for 5 or 6 years, and it's really dense book with really heavy and genuine philosophy. It's actually called Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. As you know, Marcus Aurelius was the Roman emperor and one of the most important and strongest people of his time, and his meditations, the book Meditations, shows how he felt and just basic human emotions that he experienced and noted down for himself about life, how to conduct himself in life, and how to deal with different situations in life. And this is particularly interesting book for me because it just shows you how I can live my life, and I just really love this book. I'm really fond of this book, and I just first came across the book when I was reading the tweets of my favorite writer and philosopher Naval Ravikant, and from then on I just was hooked to this book, and I just enjoy every single piece of it. For example, demak contribute to your score, demak o'qishimda 3 minutdan 5 minutgacha yozasan deydi. Mayli yozishim kerak bo'ladi. Undan keyin yana bitta video audio ingliz presentation bo'ladi, bir narsalar bo'ladi qisqasi. Self-analyze. Enjoy being out in nature. Do you think people should spend more time? Damn it, man. Wow. Was last year with my family members in mountains. But actually, we decided to spend the New Year Eve in mountains, and apparently it was not a financially sound decision. Anyways, everyone enjoyed to stay there o'zing ko'rganingizdek bitta paragraf yozdim, o'zim qanaqa farqlanganimni haqida, buni aytib qolishim kerak. The last time when I was out in the nature was last year with my family members in mountains. Actually, we decided to spend New Year Eve in mountains, and apparently it was not a financially sound decision. Anyways, everyone enjoy it. To stay there. Bo'ldi, bu qism o'z nihoyasiga yetadi. Keyingisiga o'tamanda. Men looking at the potential upsides of spending time in natural environment. The most prominent one maybe getting health benefits, due to fresh air and active lifestyle. Qisqasi yetadi shu. Ikkita paragraf yozdim, bitta benefit haqida yozdim, bo'ldi, yetadi. Chunki menga qiziq emas, bu necha ball olishim haqidagi men просто sizlarga ko'rsatib beraman qanaqa bo'lishini. Masalan, describe the time bitta paragrafda, do you think people should spend? Ikkinchi paragrafda how would this affect? Uchinchi paragrafda berilishi mumkin. So, optional upsides of spending time in nature environment. The most prominent ones may be getting upset, getting health benefits due to fresh air and active lifestyle. Bo'ldi. Keyingiga o'tamiz. Speaking sample aynan vaqtida tugatdim, yozdim, sizlarga tushuntirishga harakat qildim. Endi edit qilish tugatganda, vaqt tugaganda o'zi keyingi qismga o'tishga majbur bo'ldim. Endi bizga video konferensiya bo'ladi, bir narsalar bo'ladi. Hozir 3 minutdan 5 minutgacha gapirib berishim kerak. Bir narsa haqida demak yozilgan. Mana it's time to record your speaking sample video. Response will not affect your score degan. It will be available to institution you give your results degan. Demak boshlaymiz. Tayyormiz. Endi bemalol o'tirib olaylik, bemalol tayyorlanib boshlaymiz. Prepare to talk about the topic below for 1 to 3 minutes. Describe the geography of the country where you currently live. How does the geography of the country affect its people and its culture? Bir 8 minutda gapirdim shu topic haqida, bilmayman. Yodlab olsam kerak, oxiri yaxshi gaplashishdi. Endi men geography of country deganda endi men anonni gapirmayman-da, masalan, O'zbekiston gapirmayman, Russiani gapiraman, masalan, bu sal xirma-xillik bo'lishi uchun. Well, first of all, I have to say that I live in Russia. I live in the central area of Russia where there are not many people. It's just quite close to Siberia. It's just really a cold area where there are a lot of just trees, rainforests, and I have to say that our country is to just extended over longest span, and it's the biggest country, and it's the longest, one of the longest countries in the world, and it just includes parts of Europe and Asia in itself, and it's mostly located in northern area. And as a result of this, our culture is definitely affected by the area and location of the country. For example, if we look at the dressing style of our people in our country, there are a lot of people who like to wear dresses and clothes, or anything clothing made of some animal fur, because it has been traditionally very cold area, and we tend to keep our bodies warm through this way. And if you look at the structure of the buildings, they are located quite close to each other and adjacent to each other, as there is need for energy conservation, and we want to be warm. And if we look at the culture in terms of friendliness and hospitality, it's very hospitable country and a hospitable environment, and Russian people are very friendly people to outsiders, because as you know, in this winter and cold climate, we have to survive. And if you are not hospitable, if you are not friendly to the person who's coming your way, and when you are in bad situations, you may not be able to get this treatment. So we have to consider this when we're living in this quite hard and harsh life. Shu bilan tugataman. 2 minut yetadi. O'zing ko'rganingda menga ball berishadi endi. O'zing ko'rganingda bu ballim yaxshiroq chiqdi. Ballim 110 dan 145 gacha chiqdi. Demak, bu 110 145 degani ko'ramiz IELTS ga necha ball bo'lar ekan. Bu 110 145 olganimda 145 im 8,5 ga chiqar ekan. 145 im 8,5 dan davomi 110 bu qismda o'zing ko'rgandek 6,5 dan 8,5 gacha bo'lgan rangeda menga ball berishdi. Shu bilan bugungi darsimiz o'z nihoyasiga yetadi. Sizlar bu videodan foydali kontent oldinglar deb umid qilaman. Sizlardan keyingi darsda ko'rishguncha xayr.